Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by the Family Forest Carbon Program, where we help family forest owners get paid to improve the health of their woods. Well, an absolutely beautiful afternoon outside, bright sunshine, 61 degrees on the barn thermometer. Should be even nicer the next 2 days as we head through the Mother's Day weekend. As things dry out, maybe a chance for folks to do a little bit of gardening with mom, and if they really dry out, maybe a chance to get back in the fields. This quick calendar reminder, you can celebrate the 38th annual Armed Forces Day with the Findlay Military Association May 15th through the 18th. This will take place at the Hancock County Fairgrounds. Ride a Huey helicopter, watch reenactment performances, check out military vehicles from all the eras and more. Visit www.findlaymilitarishow.org for a full schedule of events, sponsored by Ohio Logistics. Taking a look at your agricultural headlines, Monday will be the release of the next USDA WASDE report. That's the World Ag Supply and Demand Estimates report, where they're going to take another crack at the old crop demand estimates. Also take a look at what's coming in the 25-26 crop year for a forecast. The May crop production report promises to have a detailed look into the imminent winter wheat harvest as well. Now, as far as corn goes, following the release of the April WASDE report, which did see USDA reduce old crop U.S. corn carryout by 75 million bushels, July corn futures surged the next session within 3 cents of the elusive $5 level. Since then, however, July futures have managed just 5 positive sessions as prices have retreated to their lowest levels of 2025 so far. Better than expected pollination weather in Brazil, as well as a few issues of U.S. planting of the 95.3 million corn acres that are expected this spring, have been the primary source of pressure. Now, if we take a look at soybeans over the month of April, soybean futures showed more resiliency as compared to corn prices, turning more or less sideways and choppy in action since that last WASDE release. The market may be sending a last-ditch signal to producers to buy more soybean acres amid the low USDA estimates from the March 31 report. Now, on the wheat crop, since the release of the April WASDE report, in which USDA further increased wheat ending stocks by 27 million bushels, futures cratered, and July Kansas City futures dropped to a new contract low of $5.25, clearing the previous contract low by more than 25 cents a bushel. The May WASDE will turn the page for the new crop of 25-26 with historically low acreage estimates by USDA in March, but good rainfall throughout April has so far improved winter wheat conditions in the U.S., adding further pressure onto prices. Well, let's get a quick look at your Friday weather forecast as we head into Mother's Day weekend, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com.
Sunny, warm, and dry here to finish the week. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at your forecast updates, stringing together multiple sunny, warm, dry days here in Ohio. Today is just the start. Temperatures are going to be a little bit warmer for tomorrow and especially Sunday, Monday. 4 days back to back to back with sunshine, blue sky, high evaporation, and fast drying. We get to late Monday, clouds are going to start to spill in from the south, and I think we're going to have to deal with on again, off again, very light rain shower action Tuesday. Right now I'm looking at a few hundreds to maybe a few tenths, coverage around 80% of the Buckeye State. The clouds may linger through a large part of Wednesday, but I don't think there's a lot of additional moisture there. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your closing markets after this.
Every time you use biodiesel, you're fueling more than your engine. You're invested in Ohio's farmers, reducing emissions and creating cleaner air for all of us. Did you know biodiesel adds 13% in value to every bushel of soybeans grown? That's good for farms, good for families, and good for the future. Drive with purpose. Choose biodiesel. Learn how at soyohio.org.
Well, let's take a look at how your markets closed for a Friday, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. July corn closed the day up 2 1/4 cents at $4.49 3/4 cents. December new crop corn closed up 3 1/4, $4.42. July soybeans ended the day 6 3/4 cents higher at $10.51 3/4 cents, with November beans up 5 1/2 at $10.30 1/2 cents, and wheat for July closed the day down 7 1/2 cents at $5.21 3/4 cents. In livestock, June live cattle closed up 42 1/2 cents at $214.67 1/2 cents, but August cattle closed down 42 1/2 cents at $209.57. In the hog markets, May lean hogs were down 27 1/2 cents at $90.37 1/2 cents. June hogs up 40, $97.57 1/2 cents. This is the Ohio AgNet.